I feel very much aligned to the Haitian community in the United States. I live right now in Miami, in the Little Haiti neighborhood in Miami. It's a vulnerable community at the moment because a lot of people in the Haitian community in Miami or have either temporary protected status, which is a status that is granted to certain countries when it's difficult or nearly impossible for people to return safely. So after the earthquake in Haiti, the massive earthquake in 2010, the Haitian community received temporary protected status. So that's something that's been contested quite a lot since by the Trump administration. So there's a whole group of people who are sort of in uncertainty. And the same community, you have people, families that are mixed status families, where you have U.S. citizen children, undocumented one parent, one citizen parent. It's like the status are mixed. So people are very afraid in my community, and I feel like one way that I can contribute to what is happening in that community is by writing those stories, is by writing about people who are facing these situations, and writing about for example, a young man who was the valedictorian of his class, and because he didn't have his papers, he couldn't even go to college. Or writing about, a young woman who had started college, and then once they changed DACA, or deferred arrival, for childhood arrivals, for people who came as babies here, who didn't even know they were undocumented until they tried to get a driver's license or something. So writing those stories, I feel like also adds to another level, adds another layer to what I'm doing as a writer. My family initially was very reluctant to even talk to me about my writing because of the dictatorship, there was a culture of writers being exiled, of writers being killed. So when I told my parents I wanted to be a writer, they weren't as much worried. They weren't as worried about me not making money as as they would have been some other profession. They were just worried about just people divulging things. And even though my parents and their friends and the people who went to church with them, the people in all the Haitians they knew, even though they were living here, there was still this fear about things that you say here or things that you do here affecting the lives of relatives that you have in Haiti because of the things that could be reported to the dictatorship. So you had to still watch what you said. And so for them, the idea of having a public life was meant putting yourself and your family in danger. So it wasn't something that they were like, yay, she wants to be a writer. But that also, for me, made me want to be a writer more. It felt like there was a necessity to it, there was important because it was this dangerous thing. So if it's dangerous, it must have some kind of impact. So there was some appeal for me, and the fact that this was something that everybody was afraid of, but I still felt the safety and distance that my parents did not.